Thank you for joining me at Yoga by Tai. Please like and subscribe today for tips and tutorials for your yoga practice. Our first pose is cat and cow. As we warm up for our Vinyasa Flow, we begin with linking the inhalation and exhalation of our breath to these rounded and arched positions. Cat and cow is great for the abdomen and stimulates circulation to the discs of our spine. Inhale on the rounded cow pose and exhale on the arched cat pose. Remember not to strain your neck and keep your shoulders relaxed. Bear in mind, we should not minimize these entry poses into our flow, as they will prepare our bodies and warm us up for our session. If you've had a recent injury or any medical concerns, please talk to your doctor before practicing yoga. Stay here for as long as you need to loosen the muscles and joints, eliminate stiffness, and heat up the body from within to increase our blood flow and circulation. Begin by bringing your hands in Anjali Mudra to your heart as we enter our Sun Salutation pose. If you wish to set a personal intention to move you through your practice, this is where I envision mine. Qualities to emulate while on your mat, such as surrender, alignment, or gratitude. Inhale and extend your arms out to your sides, above your head. And exhale, gently rolling your vertebrae from the base of the spine down into your standing forward bend pose. From here, inhale and raise your head slightly to a flat back. Keep your shoulders back and chest press forward. Continue these movements in your choice of timed repetitions. Breathing is a key part of this sequence, and each movement is linked to our breath. To protect the discs in our back, stay aware of the vertebral column when rolling up and down, one vertebrae at a time, to and from our standing forward bend. We can wiggle and sway to loosen any tight muscles, all the way down to our toes and fingers. Next, we enter into our plank pose. Plank is going to set the stage for the kind of arm strength we'll need to prepare for much more challenging arm balances. To get into your plank shape, make sure that your torso is parallel to the floor and your wrists are in alignment with your shoulders. From this part of our flow, we can get into a low plank Make sure your legs are straight and your knees are lifted off the floor. And gently roll your toes back before entering into your plank position. Become aware of your chest cavity by opening your shoulder blades to your back, spread away from the spine, as well as the collarbone spread away from the sternum. This part of our flow will lead us into our downward facing dog pose. Keep toes pointed towards the front of your mat and sink your heels into the floor. Push back and stretch. Stay here for a few breaths. Now we are prepared for our low lunge pose. I have chosen to begin with my hands in reverse prayer pose to engage in deeper heart opening, but beginners can place their hands in Anjali Mudra at their heart or extend their arms up alongside their ears. Remember to extend the neck back and push the hips deeper into this stretch. From here, we can come straight into our Warrior One pose. Bring your right or left foot forward, pointing towards the front of the mat, and your other foot back with your heel turned 45 degrees. Bring your arms above your head, shoulders down, and softly extend the neck with your gaze to the ceiling. Remember to always press your chest forward and gently arch your back. Warrior One pose is excellent for improving our focus, balance, and stability, targeting our shoulders, arms, legs, ankles, and back. It is a powerful chest, lung, and hip opener that energizes our circulatory and respiratory system. As we move into a place of stamina, we now find ourselves in Warrior Two pose. Extend your arms straight out from your sides with your feet approximately 3 feet apart. Turn your left foot out 90 degrees and bend your knee into a lunge. Be sure to keep your knees above your ankle and pointing over your toes. Turn your head to look over your fingers and repeat on the other side. Don't forget to keep your shoulders relaxed and away from your ears. Now, we move back into one of my personal favorites, the reverse warrior pose. Keep that front knee bent and your hips sinking lower as you lengthen through the sides of your waist. Slide your back hand further down your leg and come into a slight back bend with your other hand extended alongside your head. I find the reverse warrior to be very energizing and is such a crucial part to the Vinyasa flow, especially coming out of your warrior two. It is here that we can open the chest and side body and release tension in the muscles around the ribs so that we may have a deeper and more free breath. I have decided to close our session with an energy booster, the extended side angle pose. With legs wide apart and one leg in a 90-degree angle, align the opposite wrist below the shoulder of the extended arm. In order to get this full extension in your side body, make sure your hips, chest, and upper torso are rotated facing outward, away from your stance. Here, we can get into a full single extension from the outer heel, hip, torso, and arm, focusing on a widened stance, expanding the rib cage and stabilizing the hips. Since I'm feeling more energized after this session, I'm going to stay in my Lotus pose, but you can certainly go into your Svanasana. To enter into your Lotus, sit cross-legged and use the support of your hands to lift one leg on top of the other. Please do this gently, and if you feel any pain, please do not continue and try another posture, like the basic cross-legged pose. You can use the aid of props beneath your knees to avoid pressure on the hip and knee joints. Thank you for joining me today. Please like and subscribe for future tutorials. Namaste.